Hi, welcome back to Sideswipe with Brian Channel, and today we are taking a look at my favorite Transformers character of all time and, in my opinion, one of his best toys. This is Transformers Universe 2.0 Sideswipe. Sideswipe is my favorite Transformers character of all time, with his great design, funny personality, and beautiful alt mode. Every time he pops out in media, I'm just a little bit happier, except that one time. This design was used in AW comic books once, so if you want, you can read them, they are great. And let's get to the toy. So, taking a look at the toy and the vehicle mode, we can see that really beautiful red Lamborghini-inspired car. Obviously, it couldn't be a Lamborghini Countach, but it looks more like a Lamborghini Gallardo. We can see it has a flashlights that are translucent plastic with silver paint under. We can see beautiful pinned wheels with even silver rims. Now that's something. And we can also see a nicely painted bumper with with swipe written on the register plate. Now that's not too stealthy, right? No, not really. You can see a nice pattern on the roof. And taking a look under, we can see that he actually really nicely hides his transformerness. And maybe if not for the fists, this would really well pass. Could really well pass for a normal car. We can also see a gun that is an exhaust port. Important thing to mention: this thing also should have a thing on the top. That is those kind of like little rotor and two windbags bed. I never even had that to begin with, so that's a bumper. Yeah, it rolls nicely. It's dense. It's you could throw it and into the wall. It would probably break the wall. And it's big, and compared to something like from Transformers Prime, it's big. So that's always nice, and I think there isn't too much to say more. So I think we should go to comparisons and then transformation. So for the comparisons, we have Transformers 1 of Tryon and Transformers Titans Return Trigger Happy, as well as LEGO Speed Champions Fast and Furious Nissan GT. So taking a look at Sideswipe and his robot mode, we can see that thanks to the genius engineering from years ago, a Lambo Brother mold has a big mass shifting, turning from a dense and compact car to a really tall robot that reveals all of nice new details. First of those details I want to point out is this really beautiful Arbat insignia that was revealed, as well as this nice gel black paint. One of my favorite things are those lights on his thighs. They are obviously meant for his brother in mold Sunstreakers, so they do convey a bit the front of the car being part of his legs. What is not the smartest for anyone is these parts from the bumper, because they are just there without clipping and they can get loose. As you can see on my mold, one of my interesting things that I do gripe a bit are those feet. They are teeny tiny feet, and they do not have a lot of too much of heels, so he might sometimes have standing issues. Actually, I just see. Alright, maybe you need a bit more than a gasp of wind to tumble him over, just in case. Something totally weird. He has those two parts that look like exhaust pipes, but try to tell me this does not look like like two peepees. Like he's making two peepees at once. Oh man, I'm so grown up. I'm making peepee jokes. Important thing. This toy isn't actually transformed as it should be, because these panels should be here, but first they flop back into places. Plus, I think they just look better this way. But it's just personal preference. In terms of arms, we can see those. A bit of detailing. They are really thin, but thanks to the panels, most of the time they do seem wider. And taking a look at the most crucial part, the head, we can see that it's beautifully sculpted. You can see that it has a bit of blue, so if you give it light source, really good light source, the eyes illuminate. Also, yes. Since how Sunstreaker works, small works actually, you totally can just rotate a few parts and make Sideswipe look like his brother. Which is a position I did not find very flattering for the mold. I don't find it very good for the mold itself. So, if you wanna, you can, but don't do it. Don't do it, please. My boy deserves better. You could also saw the little gimmick, as well as Automorph, which is this roof. Really nice, really effective. I think it just adds the nice feel of the toy. So in terms of accessories, as I said, he had the jetpack thingy I lost. He also has this teeny tiny gun, but it's okay. It's okay. It's tiny. Sometimes they just are. It can go into his hand, and it doesn't look impressive. I might more like put it here to emulate his rocket he had. Those boards seem like they are for old Legends and core class weapons, but no, they are just a teeny tiny smaller. So that's a bumper. Taking a look at articulation, we have ball joint of the head, so he has nice range of motion there. He has ball joint here that goes nicely. He has rotation above in the biceps. We have double elbows, and we have rotations in the wrists. So this gives a really nice range of motion. We do have waist rotation that's restricted by the roof, so that's a bit of a bumper, but nothing too bad. We obviously have a very tight ball joints in the hips that go out this much, that go forward this much. We do have rotation in the thighs. We do have around 9 degrees in the knees. We also have this. We also have this because of transformation, so he may do this. Please don't embarrass my favorite boy. He does have ball joints in his feet, so they can go forward. And thanks to transformation, he does have a bit of ankle joints. One thing you probably already saw is that tolerances are weird, and so anything in the lower body and the head are, especially ball joints, still tight, despite the fact that this thing has around 20 years already. It's vintage. Meanwhile, the ones in the hands and shoulders, especially. So this one, right, is still good. This one gave up, sadly. That's really sad because some bosses are being a bit annoyed by that. Also, something I think would really well suit him is some kind of any kind of sword weapon, and just look. Maybe this looks like a piece of shit, and yet Sideswipe looks great with it. If I not pop his ball joint off, he looks great with it. Just aura farming, pure aura farming. So it's a bummer he doesn't have any more weapons. Obviously, third party gave us like definitely a few upgrade sets for him. So that's always good. And I think we will be going to the comparisons. It's comparison time, and first is the most obvious and the most legendary Studio Series 86 version 1.0 Hot Rod, as well as Star Wars Black Series Paratrooper. And you can see that this Sideswipe that was a deluxe is still taller than Hot Rod. That's sad. Next up, a few model kits. So we have Figure Standard, Rising, Pegasus, Kuga, as well as Gunner Winch from Mercury to Lenza. We also have Genshin Impact Acrylic Standee by Zoo and a Beyblade X Dren Sword. And finally, Classics of all classics, a Funko Pop Green Ranger and Dungeon Meshi Tome number 9. So, as of summary, what do you think about this toy? I love it. It's one of the best representations of my favorite character in Transformers fiction. Is Burden Masterpiece? No. Is Burden Siege version? Yes, I think yes, because it's big, it's tall, it's strong, something that I think Siege version a bit fumbles. Should you get it? If you have options, yes, but at the same time, I do think that one of 100 billion repaints and retools for the Siege version, like the currently existing Devastation version, is also enough. But this one simply has a special place in my heart, as every other Sideswipe. So, yes, if you wanna, you definitely should get one. And this will be all for this video. If you like it, please leave a comment. Definitely you could subscribe. And still wins bring you back here again. This